My whole world has fallen to pieces since I've changed my major to American Ethnic Studies. I have been an emotional wreck. I have struggled with every single detail about my being since I've made this change. Before American Ethnic Studies, I was intimidated by the competition within journalism, but it brought comfort and consistency when it came to the schoolwork. My life has been very different and painful since that time when I first decided to make the switch to American Ethnic Studies. I am now fluid. I am not defined by a particular group. I'm limitless while clearly knowing my limits. American Ethnic Studies has broken the barriers for me, barriers that I believe created a sense of comfort. I turned bitter. I became negative. I became a negative, self hating, world hating person. I've challenged and questioned every single thing I believed, and I have literally become a crazy woman inside of my head. Everyone has noticed, especially my family. But let me tell you how American Ethnic Studies has helped me to put the pieces back together. I have so much more understanding of who I am as a black woman and how it is important to know my own sense of self. I owe that to Dr. Shireen Rashan Ravon, my first AMETH professor. I learned that some of the logical views that I have aren't so logical, and that common sense isn't very common. This comes from Dr. Isabel Mian. I learned that labels and social status help us determine what we think of ourselves in terms of where we land on a certain scales. Thank you, Dr. Norma Valenzuela. I've applied the importance of storytelling to my personal life, and I've applied it to my work environment. Dr. Yolanda Boyle, Gonzalez is to thank for that. I have learned that racism is very real, and people who make it seem like it isn't are full of it. Dr. Alicia Brunson, thank you. Identity is super hard, and I've learned how to identify and respectfully appreciate others' identification, and this is due to April Patillo. For a whole semester, I suffered from a deep depression. I was searching and I could not find. I was searching for all the answers that were right in the palm of my hand. I had major help finding this. I sincerely appreciate all the spiritual knowledge you have poured into me, Dr. Brunson, Dr. Robertson, and Dr. Tracy Dewitt Sr. I appreciate the people I have gotten to meet through this major. I want to thank Melissa Posey for always giving me tough love and criticizing the way I talk and think about myself. Thank you to everyone in this room and to others in this major. At some point, at some point, you have helped me get through a moment, a day, a week, a year. This is only a small fraction of what I've gained from these past 2 years. I know that most of all, I've learned to love through the hate I felt for the world. I learned to love. I have never met a group of people that have affected me so much in such a little span of time. My life has been changed, and I'm shaping up to be great, and I owe a significant part of that to you all. Thank you for helping me find my voice. And what I feel like I can take from this experience that I've had in AMF so far is I can bring a sense of openness. Like I recently had a job interview, and it was for a marketing position, and I'm not in marketing. And the interviewer asked me, "Why would you want to work here, and why do you think you would be good for this job?" And I told him that I would be able to bring a different background to the team. I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to be open to new things, and I can bring communication, different communication styles, and a sense of knowing the environment that I'm around with the people. And I feel like this major can be applied to any job that I look for in the future. with the things that I've learned, this can be applied to any setting and any environment. So